Ngare, Vai, 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 Ngare, Vai। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਆਨੰਦ ਪਿਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਏ, ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਇਆ ਸਹਿਜ ਸਿੱਧੀ, ਮਨ ਵਜੀਆਂ ਵਧਾਈਆਂ। When we reach at a stage of Anand, at the stage of bliss, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੀ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਉਹ ਕਦੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ? How that avastha, how that stage comes? When we are in Sahaj, when the mind is in permanent Sahaj. Same thing Kabir Sahib out here is saying, Dasmi de this hoye Anand. You look anywhere. On the 10th day of the lunar cycle, Dasmi de vich, just after Nami is Ashtami, Nami, and Dasmi. They are actually the more very sacred days in Hinduism. Ashtami is the 8th day, Nami is the 9th day, and Dasmi is the 10th day. Now, Kabir Sahib is comparing those, that what should we do? You should do the physical rituals? No. Say, if you have already done all the things which were mentioned from the day 1 to day 9, now on the 10th day, you will go in a stage of Anand, in the stage of bliss. And this bliss is not a physical bliss, or I should say, not just a physical bliss. It is a mental bliss, mind's bliss. ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਦੇਖੋ, and this is something which we have to understand. Sometimes it takes time, but we need to understand that the stage comes when the physical happiness is not important, because we know that physical is just a dirt, is just a mitti tatta, nothing more than that. And that's why Kabir have talked about the eight elements also. And if you go in the details of the eight elements, we discussed about it, that through these indriya, through these eyes, through these ears, through these nose, through the mouth, and through the other organs down below, right? Karam indriya also. But at the end of the day, all these things, physical things which we have, the physical enjoyment which we have with the physical body, is going to turn into ashes. Sab swajani. Whether you cremate it or whether you bury it, the body is going to turn into ashes. Sara kuch khatam ho jana. The skin is not going, no longer gonna be there. These eyes are no longer be gonna be there. Nothing is gonna be there. It's gonna be ashes. But the anand will still stay, because that anand, that bliss, that ecstasy is of mind. ਉਹ ਮਨ ਨੇ ਆਨੰਦ ਚ ਜਾਣਾ, ਇਹ ਮਨ ਮੇਰਿਆ ਤੂੰ ਸਦਾ ਰਹੋ ਹਰ ਨਾਲੇ. Only when we will experience that mind is always connected with Vaheguru. Gur mere sang sada hai nale. Dasmi, that this hoye anand. And what is the nishani? What is the sign of the anand? You look at everywhere, you will be anand. In 10 directions, north, south, east, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, right? All these 10 directions, you look everywhere, there is anand. Chuta parama mila govind. Because then there is no longer param. Param is the biggest problem. These doots will do these things. These five doots, five thieves, they will always put us in param. ਇਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਹੈ, ਦੁਬਿਧਾ ਵਿੱਚ. ਦੁਬਿਧਾ ਦੂਰ ਕਰੋ ਲਿਵ ਲਾਏ, ਹਰ ਨਾਮੇ ਕੇ ਹੋਵੋ ਜੋੜੀ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਬੈਸੋ ਸਫਾ ਵਿਛਾਏ. There's a technique in Gurbani, how to come out of the dubida, duality. Because mind will say, oh, I should do this, I should not do that. If we are not the physical body, why do we worry? And Guru Pyareo, that's why love is more important, happiness is more important than anything else. Because when we indulge in the physical happiness, physical love, sooner or later we will realize that's not a true happiness. But if we stop doing the physical things, like I'm talking about the food or whatever, you go and watch movies and all that stuff and say, oh, I am walking on the path of spirituality. I don't want to watch movies. I don't want to eat food. And I don't want to do this. I don't want to go here and there and do whatever. And you know what's going to happen? Your mind is still stuck in Tragun Maya, in the Nau Darwaje, but we are trying to bring our mind in the Dasam Dwar. No, that will actually cause more harm than any benefit. That's why Maharaj says this is a marag of Sahaj. Till the time all params are not going away, all the doubts are not gone away, we cannot enter the Sahaj Kar, Nij Kar. Cannot go in the actual bliss, because otherwise people say I am in bliss with the money also. But these are all temporary. But that will be only realized when we will do practical of Gurbani, practical of Guru's Mat. Chuta Parama Mila Gobind. Otherwise, we will not meet Gobind. We will not do the darshan of Vaheguru. If you want to do the darshan of Vaheguru, you have to kill your thoughts. That's why lots and lots of Simran. Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah. Sara din. Jada hukam hai na Guru Pyareo, it's an din, day and night. But we can't even sit for a few minutes, right? That's a problem. And that's what we have to do the minute. Just like in work, just like in any other thing, we do hard work. We have to do hard work for this also. And we have to go to the for avastha. You know, It's simple and difficult. Simple it is because it's nothing. It's not doing something, some tap or something. We don't have to give any problems to our physical body. That's why it's simple. But what we have to do is, in my all this yatra, what I've seen is people still don't do know how to do Sasgra Simran. Sasgra Simran karna hi nahi aata. And if somebody knows how to do Sasgra Simran, they will have no problem. When Swas goes in, that's why when we do Patami in, Va Guru. Where should your dhyan be? Yes, on the sound. When it is in the middle, that's why we take a pause in between. Va, pause, Guru, Va, again pause, again Guru, again pause, Va, again pause, Guru. And when we look into that pause, which Chokar Vekhange will go inside. If our mind will start going into that pause, we will start going the Sahaj. Then the Params will go away. Chuta Parama Mila Gobind. Because that's the place where you will find your true self, who you are. Jot Sarupi Tat Anup. Then we'll realize he's not something physical. The Params were, oh, okay, I'm going to have depending upon the faith. Some people who are from the Sikhism faith, they will say, oh, okay, Guru Nanak will appear, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, Guru Ramdas Sachi Pacha, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, or 10 Gurus will appear in front of me. But we have never seen that. They are not made out of five elements. They are not made out of these physical elements. They are Jot Swarup, their embodiment of light. They, as in Vaheguru, is embodiment of light. But people think because the faith is towards the gurus, and if somebody is Hindu, they will have the faith of Devi Devte. Musliman, they will have a faith of the Muhammad Sahib. But the good part out there is it's 100%. They're very strict about making a physical form of a Muhammad Sahib. Even our religion was that, but it's not practiced. People still make idols, photos of Guru Saban, right? And that's where the problem comes because we don't treat Guru Sahib or the Pagat Saban Jot Swarup. We try to want to see the picture in the physical place. That's why Maharaj says, when you say Vah, Guru, what you have to do, you have to look in between. Vichkar chale jao. Center cha center cha jao. Vichkar aa jao, vichkar. The params will go away. Chhuta param mila Gobind. Jot Swarupi Tatnup. He is Jot Swarupi. His Swarup is Jot. And the Tat is Anup. As in, he cannot be, or there is nobody like him. There's nobody like him. He's a noob Jot. Amal na malan, cha nahi toop. He has no filth, no stains, no filth. Amal na malan, cha nahi toop. Some people say, oh, it's all darkness, or it is all light, sunshine, sunny. No, nothing. Na roop, na rekh, na rang kich, tragun te prab, pen. Because all these things which we think about is all in Tragun Maya. It's That's why it's above the Tragun Maya, above these colors. Now on the 11th day, 11वें दिन की करना है 11वें दिन ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ in the lunar cycle ਏਕਾदशी ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਏਕਾदशी ਏਕਾदशी एक दिस ਧਾਵੈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ rather than going in all the different directions. What are the different directions is this calm, krodh, loh, moh, hankar, nindya, chugli, lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, gossiping, slandering. When we go in all these directions, then what happens is we cannot find the one Vaheguru. We have to remove this. Then only we only go to the rasta of live. live ਧਾਤ, ਇਹ ਤੇ ਧਾਤ ਦਾ ਰਸਤਾ ਹੈ। This lust, greed, anger, attachment, ego, worries, depression, and all rajogun, tamogun, sattogun. This is a direction of ਧਾਤ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਧਾਤ ਦਾ ਰਸਤਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮਾਇਆ ਦਾ ਰਸਤਾ। Some people say, oh, we do langar di seva, we do this all the day. We go to the Gurdwara and wash the floor and everything. Yeah, that's good, but that's also part of the Sattogun. And if you think you are doing it, then that Sattogun becomes a Tamogun. It's out of ego. That's why Maharaj says, when you do the seva also, Satgur ki seva safal hai, jeko kare, chit laye. Even any seva also which we are doing, we have to make sure our seva is only pravan, will be only approved when we will connect with Vaheguru, when we will remember Vaheguru, when we do the Sas Gra Simran, Sas Antargat Simran, or simply when we listen to the Anhat Bani. But the physical seva, if you are listening to the Anhat Bani, sometimes it becomes difficult. That's why Maharaj says you have to practice. You have to practice how to connect with the Bij Mantra all the time. Bij Mantra is where the Sajtun is pragat. If we can practice that, especially when we are singing the Kirtan, Maharaj says, Bij Mantra har Kirtan gao. Taha mile nithave thao. We don't have a place right now. But when we will do the Kirtan, by listening, by putting the Dhyan in the Bij Mantra, we will get the place out there. Where the place? Which place? Our Nij Kar, our Nij Mahal. Sacha Mahal. Aana jana ban jayega. Every night when you will sleep, you go there. You go to the Vaheguruji's house and there the Guj Katha will happen. Vaheguruji will give you direction. Every day, Aana jana mil jayega. You might not be still merged, but you will still go and come back, go and come back, go and come back. People ask this question. What happens when you start going to the 10th gate? When your mind goes there, udo ki hunda? Next step is Guj Katha. That's a Guj Katha will happen. And we'll discuss more in upcoming California camp. There is a camp in between also, which is in Bradford in UK. And we'll see how much we can cover there also. एकादशी एक दिस धावै तो जोनी संकट bahar na ave. Kende, but if you will leave this Trigun Maya and walk towards the direction of directions of Vaheguru, then you will not come back in these Junes. 84 lakh Juna ch nahi aoge. You will not come back here again and again in this world. Because this is the biggest sankat. This is the biggest problem. तो जोनी संकट bahar na ave. You'll not come back in reincarnation. Why? Because the shrir will be Sheetal. Sheetal nirmal paya sharira. Dur batavat paya nira. Kende, my physical body is also now nirmal. My subtle body is also nirmal. At the end of the day, Guru Pyareo, when filth of the mind goes away, the man khatam hi ho janda. Man is no longer there. It becomes Jot Swarup like Vaheguru. Man mara, taat mar jaye. All that Maya will go away. The physical body is no longer there. Subtle body is no longer there. You become one with Atma. Odo Atma bandi hai. Loਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਦ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. People they don't understand what is the difference between the man and Atma. Even if the manmukh is dying, people say, oh, Atma chale gayi ji, Malak dekho chale jayegi. They will read the Shabads also like that, right? But their mind is not the Atma. Mind is only Atma when mind is Jot Swarup. ਜਦੋਂ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਮਨ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਆਤਮਾ ਨਹੀਂ. That's why we have to understand the difference between Jeev Atma and Atma. We can call it a Jeev Atma, but not Atma. Because Atma is Vaheguru himself. Atam Ram, Ram hai Atam. ਜਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਮਨ ਆਤਮ ਰੂਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਓਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ we'll come back here again and again in this world. ਸੀਤਲ ਨਿਰਮਲ, ਸੀਤਲ ਐਜ਼ ਇਨ ਠੰਡਾ, ਸ਼ੀਤਲ, ਸੀਤਲ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਪਿਆ ਸ਼ਰੀਰਾ, ਦੂਰ ਬਤਾਵਤ ਪਾਇਆ ਨੀਰਾ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ I always heard that he is far away, but I didn't knew that he is inside me. ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ, but everybody told me he's far away because ਭੇਦ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. Why we think it's a far away? Because of our mind. Our mind has created the different layers, layer upon a layer upon a layer. Calm the layer, Krodh the layer, Home the layer, right? The layer of ego, the layer of the lust, greed, anger. These are all layers. This is a filth. Any moti part jammi pai. And we have to clean that through the Shabad. Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru, Vah, Guru. And initially it's difficult. You know, when you go into a room which has never been opened and there is a lot of filth in there and you try to clean that room, what happens is initially it's difficult. First layer is very difficult because it's dry and a hard layer, very difficult to take out. And when you remove the first layer, then it becomes easy. फिर तो आनंद आना शुरू हो जाता है. Oh, it's easy. I can do it right now. मैं हुणे ही कर सकता. शीतल निर्मल ਪਿਆ ਸ਼ਰੀਰਾ, ਦੂਰ ਬਤਾਵਤ ਪਾਇਆ ਨੀਰਾ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ people told me he's far away, but my Atam Ram is just inside. The Satguru Ji is inside me. It's close. The more I clean my filth, the more near it is. And when we clean the filth on the 12th day, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ? When all the filth has gone away, all the dirt has gone away. बारस बार है उगवे सूर. And on the 12th day, the light is as much as like 12 suns. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਬਾਹਰ. And this is for the Gurmukhs who are either very close to that stage or who have seen that stage. What happens is when you listen to the Sajtun, you're listening. You're in Samadhi right now and you're listening. Immediately you start seeing the Jyot. And it is so lit up that it is as good as 12 suns. And when you will open your eyes also, your room will also be lit. There will be no darkness in the room also. And sometimes it stays for a few days. Don't be afraid of that. That's perfectly fine. Baras bara ugve sur. Enas baja. And then day and night you will listen to the Tura. Vajya anhad Tura. The Tur. The Naad. After the Sajtun, then there is a stage of Naad. The more Naad you hear, the Prakash. If you are hearing the Naad, then the Jyot will be there for sure. That's a Nishani. And when you start first hearing the Naad, it is like something is taking you out and going up and up and up like a rocket. You will hear such a loud sound, heavy and loud sound. That's what Naad is. If you are not listening to the heavy and loud sound, that's not Naad, that's not Tur, that's something else. And next to impossible, you will get any thought. कोई होएगा ही नहीं. And it will happen day and night, and you will be in Samadhi, you will forget to go to the office also. That's fine, because you are at the Nijkar. Anas baje anahad tur, 12 ਸੂਰਜਾਂ ਵਰਗਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਤੇ ਤੂਰ ਵੱਜ ਰਿਹਾ. You know, that's why if you have gone to the Harmandir Sahib in the morning in the Amrit Vela, when they bring the Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Prakash from the Akal Takht Sahib to Harmandir Sahib, first Narsinga's sound will be there, the Tur sound is there. और ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੰਬਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਹਾਥੀ ਦੀ ਸੁੰਡ ਵਰਗਾ, like a trunk of an elephant, that instrument. ਨਰਸਿੰਗਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਤੂਰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਨਾਦ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. They play that first, and when they play that, you know Maharaj Suwari is coming. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sarup is coming from the Kal Takht Sahib. It's the same thing. These are not just rituals. And when you will hear the tour, you know that the Prakash is going to be there because Guru Granth Sahib Ji is also Prakash. It's Gyan da Prakash, Brahm Prakash. And you will hear the Brahm Jot, the Jot of Vaheguru. Anas Vaje, Anhad Tur, Dekhya Tehu, Lok na piyo. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ then Tehu Lok ka piyo. And he is the father of three lokas. Patal Lok, Pum Lok, Akash Lok. And then you will see him. And that's why I was saying, even when you will open your eyes, you will still see the light. Even it is the night time. Battiyan band hai, but you will see Prakash all over. So don't be surprised because that's what, and that's why I'm saying Gurbani gives us the stamp of your practical experience. But if somebody has not experienced it, they'll say, really, it happens. You have to experience that. You have to do the mint. You have to do Ardas Benti. The love has to be there. Jin prem kiyo tinhi prabh payo. Dekhya tehun, dekhya tehun lok ka piyo. He's the father of all the three worlds. He's the Malik of all the three worlds. Acharaj pya jeevate siyo. And that's acharaj. That's a wonderful thing. That's why we say, Wah, Guru. Wonderful, Vaheguru. Wah, Guru. Acharaj. Amazing. Wonderful. Acharaj pya jeev te siyo. Why? Who is Siyo? Siyo is Shiv, as in Vaheguru. Then the Jeev Atma becomes one with the Atma. That's what we were talking about, Guru Pyareo. Then it becomes an Atma. Then Jeev Atma, Jeev is no longer there. Man is no longer there. Man tu Jot Swarup hai, apna mool pechan. Then that's the place when mind becomes Atma. Man khatam ho gaya utte. Man mar gaya utte. हाँ जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह गुरु प्यारे एनी क्वेश्चंस कोई सवाल
Viji, mere ko question hai.
हाँ जी
Two of them. The first one is about duality. So far, based on what you have been explaining all these days and based on my previous learning, I thought duality means ਔਰ ਜਾਂ ਦੁਵਿਧਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਾਂਗੀ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਤੇਰਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਤੂੰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਵੈਨ ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਥਿੰਗਸ rather than saying ਕਿ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਰੱਬ ਹੀ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈ that is duality and but today you mentioned maybe I heard it wrong that duality is should I do this or should I do that so that क्योंकि मैं दिल्ली तो हाँ तो I understand Hindi and I know दुविधा ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ generally कि um the second part so can you please help me understand the
both are true
actual
both are true
oh,
right depending upon a situation you can have a duvida also right normally in the uh, in it's a part of the maya right what is the biggest duvida the biggest duvida is the biggest param is biggest doubt is biggest duality is that we are the physical body and when we do everything related to the physical day body मैं मेरी ताइयों आंदी है ना the ego comes because of the duvida when मैं मेरी will be done then सारा कुछ वही है तू ही then है ही नहीं then maya is also no longer there and Vaheguru is everywhere that's why Maharaj says he is there in all the 10 directions Vaheguru हर तरह थे है ना
okay
हाँ जी
okay thank you the
हाँ जी
second question is कि so far I was understanding कि ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਸ ਗ੍ਰਾਸ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ yes tummy in tummy out but the focus on the naam for right
on
and
the sound on the sound
on the
on your
sound
sound yes
yes focus on the sound but
yes
today you added something different at least for me ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵਾਹ ਗੁਰੂ so that little pause ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ you know ਉਹ pause ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ then we get to sahaj I don't think I understood what that meant
that meant is when you say va tummy is in you stay there you're listening to your own voice there va nu sun liya फिर क्या गुरु Then you said Guru, then you heard the Guru. Because sometimes what happens is when people say Vaheguru, 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 they're not listening actually. It's just tongue is, chanting, but they're not listening. So that's why when we start listening, when we take a pause, we listen. In another way, and you can try that at home, when you say Va, stop your breath there. Guru, release your breath. Va, stop your breath. Guru, release your breath. And then you listen at that point of time, then your mind will go inside very fast. ठीक है जी.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
हाँ जी. और किसी का सवाल जी? Any other question from anybody else?
वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह जी.
वाहिगुरु जी का
um
खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह जी.
um please clear my doubt. I'm so much frightened of seeing darshan of when I listen to Anhad Shabad. I don't listen to Anhad Shabad much, so that I'm very frightened of seeing Vaiguru, seeing darshan. I don't know why.
Um, we can talk offline also. But डर ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ क्यों लग रहा है? Why there is this?
Because I heard that there'll be lot of sound like air crash, and you don't open your eyes. It
No,
is
no,
in like how much that sound will come. I'll be frightened
no.
of that sound.
That's a param, Penji.
Okay.
That's a param. That's a doubt. It's so beautiful. Yes, the sound initially. See, whenever you go to a new place,
Mm.
right? It's always uncertainties there. But don't
Yes.
make uncertainty as your doubt, right?
Okay.
Experience it. Surrender. That's why we always say surrender. प्यार दे नाल ना ਆਪਾਂ surrender करना है.
ठीक है
And
जी.
it will be beautiful. I'll tell you right now, it's beautiful. Right?
Nothing to be frightened of.
No, no, nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be scared of.
And what that sound, that plane crash of 100 plane crash, what is that
Yeah, yeah.
sound?
It's a very different because it cannot be defined, right? So everybody they people define in a different way.
ठीक
Some
है.
people will say, "Oh, it's the sound like a jahaz, some plane crash, and all that stuff," right?
हाँ जी हाँ
That's
जी.
just the way to explain it. Gurbani
अ,
says, "Gur Shabdi Gobind Gajya." है
हाँ
ना?
जी गज्जिया.
गजदा है ना?
हाँ जी.
Initially, it's not. I'll not say you'll be frightened or anything. It's
हाँ
like
जी.
something happened, right? But
हाँ जी.
it's not nothing can be compared with this word. It's just we can express. Actually, there are no words to actually explain it.
No words to express.
Yeah, yeah.
हाँ
Just surrender. It doesn't matter. मारे दे घर चले ਅਸੀਂ, है ना?
ठीक है जी. ठीक है
हाँ जी.
वाहिगुरु जी. थैंक यू जी. वाहिगुरु जी का
खालसा
खालसा वाहिगुरु जी
वाहिगुरू
की
जी.
फतेह.
हाँ जी गुरु प्यारे कोई और सवाल? आओ जी सिमरन करिए जी. वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु, वाह गुरु. सेवा कर लो जी. वाह गुरु.
Guru, Wah, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. अंतर्गत सिमरन मन ही जपे मन ही सुने। ਹਮ ਅਵਗਣ ਭਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੇ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੇ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇਕ ਉਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤੈ ਮਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਣਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਣਾਈ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ